Hello, today I'm going to show you how to do the independent math work for Tuesday, September 8th. And the students' math assignment is going to be in their green Eureka book. So you want to look for your students' green Eureka book. And the assignment that we're going to be doing is on page 25. So go ahead and find page 25. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what page 25 looks like. This is what page 25 will look like in your student's math book. Let me just get it lined up straight. This is what page 25 looks like in your student's math book. And the topic of this assignment is ways to make 6. So students are going to look for all the different ways that they can make 6. The instructions for this assignment say, use the apple picture to help you write all of the different ways to make 6. Now if you look at this page, there's no apple picture. That was the first problem that I noticed. But if you flip over to page 29, you can see that there's a picture of some apples. I suggest ripping this page out so that you can keep it next to you while you work. I think that will make it a lot easier. So rip out page 29 and put it next to you while you work. I'm going to put it here so that we can see while we work on it all together. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these apples and sort them into groups. Now you can sort apples a lot of different ways. You can sort apples based on which apples have stems versus apples that don't. You can do apples that have leaves versus apples that don't. You can do apples that are dark versus apples that are light. There are a lot of different ways to do it. What I think I'm going to do for this first part is apples that have worms versus apples that don't. So how many apples here have worms? I think it's just this one. Just this one apple has a worm. I'm going to write a 1 for my apple that does have a worm. And then how many apples are there that don't have worms? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 apples that do not have a worm. Let's see, what if I wrote this in a different order? I'm going to use the same numbers, but write the problem in a different order. I'm going to say now that there are 5 apples that don't have worms. I'm going to talk about the apples that don't have worms first. 5 apples with no worms, and 1 apple with a worm. Now, how can I make a number bond for this? How many, in this big box, we should put how many apples there are altogether. Let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 apples in all, 6 apples total. And there's 1 apple that has a worm, so I'll put a 1 here. And 5 apples that do not have a worm. So I'll put a 5 there. Okay, for the next problem, we're going to sort the apples. Let's make the book straight. We're going to sort it by apples that have leaves and apples that do not have leaves. So let's see, we're going to do our number bond first this time. There are still 6 apples in all. There are 1, 2, 3 apples that have leaves. And 1, 2, 3 apples that do not have leaves. Okay, friends, so there's our number bond. And here you're going to write the number sentences that match that number bond. So for the next 2 problems, you're going to do the same thing, but sort your apples a different way. So you're going to do the same thing, but try to find different numbers that equal 6. Okay, friends, so in this assignment, you're going to try to find all the different ways that you can make 6. You're going to look for all the numbers that add up to 6. I hope this helped. Bye.